The land will be your gateway to the major geographic regions of the Earth. Here you'll discover the promise and potential that remarkable new agricultural methods are already bringing to food production.
Now, when you think of the Land Pavilion, most people think of Soarin', but it wasn't always this way. From the concept creation of Epcot Center, an agricultural pavilion was always part of the plans from the start. From 1978, the pavilion evolved to include the themes of land, farming, and agriculture. The original concept, created by Tony Baxter, would take a more ecological look at the Earth, and the exterior would feature different crystals housing the different habitats of the Earth. Inside, different original characters would tell the story of the land. The pavilion would feature a host and narrator called the Land Keeper and include a carousel theatre show, a dark ride balloon flight attraction called the Blueprints of Nature, and a movie theatre. In September 1978, Kraft signed on as the sponsor for the upcoming pavilion, and the direction it would take would change. Tony Baxter would move on to the Imagination Pavilion's creation, and the planned Agriculture Pavilion became a more forward-thinking, looking towards the future of farming, food, and nutrition. The Land Pavilion is the largest of Epcot's pavilions, covering 6 acres and has existed since Epcot's opening in 1982. The pavilion has gone through 3 main phases. The first of these involved the 10-year sponsorship of Kraft Foods Inc. from 1982 to 1992. As usual for an Epcot sponsor, Kraft provided a large amount of the financing of the attractions, restaurants, and shops within. The pavilion featured earth-tone colours and exotic plant life, and while it was a large pavilion, it was never a huge crowd-drawing attraction area, but it was a nice area to visit. Inside was 3 attractions: Kitchen Cabaret, Symbiosis, and Listen to the Land. The pavilion also housed a food court on the lower level named Farmer's Market. It featured farm-like brown and orange tones, and at its centre was a large white fountain many remembered fondly. The full-service restaurant upstairs, Good Turn Restaurant, was a 360 revolving restaurant that guests could get a glimpse into Listen to the Land, and it was later renamed Land Grill Room in 1986. Kraft decided not to renew its sponsorship, and Disney began the search for a new sponsor and found it in Nestle. Throughout 1993, plans were made to refurbish and update the pavilion over time. The hot air balloons inside the pavilion were repainted, and the farmer's market was renamed Sunshine Seasons Food Fair. 2 more balloons were added to represent weather and the seasons, and the crowing rooster was removed. The Land Grill Room restaurant was also renamed to the current name Garden Grill.
A boat cruise attraction, Listen to the Land, introduces various natural biomes, such as desert terrain, and the North American prairie the way it used to be.
Listen to the Land was renamed to Living with the Land with some changes within. 1994 also saw the removal of Kitchen Cabaret, and it was replaced with the Food Rocks attraction. Next, in 1995, Symbiosis in the Harvest Theatre closed and was replaced with Circle of Life and Environmental Fable. The top floor of the pavilion originally hosted the VIP Sponsor Lounge. These days, the lounge is used as a training room for cast members working at Epcot, and you can still see the walkway entrance to it today if you look up inside the pavilion. To 2004, the pavilion would close fully for its next refurbishment. The quick service became Sunshine Seasons, and its offerings were completely different to its earlier versions. The fountain inside was also removed and replaced with tables, to the anger of many fans. The hot air balloons were again changed to 4 balloons representing the 4 seasons. This time though, on reopening, it brought something crowds were going to come specifically for.
Hello and welcome to Soarin'. My name is Patrick and I'll be your chief flight attendant today.
Originally opening in Disney's California Adventure, the pavilion saw the addition of Soarin' over California. Nestle dropped sponsorship of the pavilion in 2009, and the pavilion remains mostly the same today. In our upcoming The Land episodes on Expedition Theme Park, we will be taking stops at Kitchen Cabaret and Food Rocks, Listen and Living with the Land, Symbiosis and Circle of Life, as well as a stop at Soarin'. We will also go further in depth with the quick service and restaurants in a future episode on Expedition Epcot. There's a lot to cover in this large pavilion, and we'll be starting with Kitchen Cabaret and Food Rocks in the not too distant future. So we hope you join us again on Expedition Epcot as we delve deeper into the history of the Land Pavilion. We will see you next time.
This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. As I was walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me